It's just about time. It's time to go. Now it's a competition, okay? All right, well, it's time for one of our more scenic segments here on Sonora Living Live. You know what? We're talking about Arizona Highways Magazine. Their May issue is out, and the cover, it's an interesting cover. It's paying tribute to Prescott, Arizona, and that's because the Mile High City is celebrating 150 years, and we always love to have him on our show. Robert Stieve, editor-in-chief of Arizona Highways Magazine, is joining us once again. This cover, you said that you guys don't normally do an illustration.
Yeah, it's been a long time, maybe 20 years since we've done one, because we have so many gorgeous photographs. But for the 150th anniversary Prescott, we got a little creative there and came up with this.
This is really cool, though, but this has a lot of meaning. This is an actual drawing or illustration of what Prescott looked like 150 years ago?
Yeah, we had an old photograph from the 1890s of, this is Gurley Street, if you're familiar with Prescott.
Absolutely.
And looking out there at Thumb Butte, and so we had an artist do an illustration.
Yeah, and I don't know if you guys can if you can get a shot of this at all, Jeff, but this right here, this building right here, this is where Whiskey Row is. So Gurley Street right here, Whiskey Row right here.
Exactly, and everyone knows Whiskey Row, yeah.
Absolutely, absolutely. All right, well, let's talk about the beautiful photographs. I'm telling you, my favorite thing is flowers in bloom. I mean, all kinds. Arizona, we have so many different types to offer.
Well, and we have multiple seasons. You know, down here in the valley we have those desert wildflowers in March, and now we're looking ahead to May, and this is actually a fascinating, of all the photo shots I've seen, this is one of my favorite all-time.
Back of a flower.
Yeah, it's no one ever thinks to go under the flower and shoot up, but a spectacular sunflower there from below.
Oh my gosh, that's beautiful. I can only imagine what the front of it must look like. Now, where can we find flowers like this?
Well, you know, all over northern Arizona. You know, I was just up there this weekend. Of course, they had some snow, so it's delayed things just a bit, but things were actually getting green up there. So, you know, once May rolls around in June, and we talked about Prescott at the outset, a lot of beautiful countryside around there that grows flowers, and then these shots up in northern Arizona. This is up by a place called Bonita Park, up by Flagstaff.
All right, so the next photograph we have were those, there we go, that's a primrose.
Yeah.
Where is this? This is you call it this is a West Clear Creek?
Yeah, West Clear Creek.
Is that?
It's when you're coming down the hill, you're going into the Verde Valley, Camp Verde area. So the West Clear Creek is right in there. It's in that beautiful sort of lush green valley that we have down there. And this creek is actually, you know, you look at that and you think, well, I'd need, you know, a tank or something to get back there. And it's actually, you can get back there in a sedan. It's a very accessible wilderness area. There's an easy hike there that anybody can do. It's really a very easy meander along a creek, but you might catch a glimpse of one of these flowers.
You know, I think you might be surprised if you head on down there, because you're kind of in the middle of this barren desert, and then all of a sudden you see a line of green trees, and that's what that creek is,
exactly,
right?
Yep, West Clear Creek. And so, and again, it's very accessible. We talk about Arizona all the time, and you know, it's some of it's hard to get to, but a lot of it's pretty easy. So.
Yeah. Well, I know you've been to most of it. All right.
Yeah, I have. Well, yeah, my job dictates that.
All right. What are we looking at here? Beautiful, beautiful green grass, which we don't see very much of.
Yeah, this is a place called Government Prairie. It's up between Flagstaff and Williams, Arizona, up in northern Arizona, right along I-40 up there. And again, I just passed through there on Sunday, and it was starting to get green. And this is the kind of scenery you get up there. This prairie is just one of the most unlikely places. Again, that looks like it should be in Ireland or somewhere other than Arizona. And,
I know. Now, when you go down south, are we beyond now the wildflower blooming because it's the heat? Yeah,
we've sort of passed that season, you know. But the beauty of Arizona, as I mentioned earlier, I mean, as the temperatures creep up, you just go a little higher in elevation. So now if you go to, you know, start thinking about Payson and Prescott areas where the elevation climbs up, and then once summer hits, go to the really high country up in the White Mountains or up on the north rim of the Grand Canyon.
Yeah. I bet you'd be a fun guy to go on a road trip with. Or, or are you one of those guys, hey kids, up there, that's then you're like, all
Chevy
right,
Chase.
Dad, whatever.
No, I'm not like Chevy Chase, although I'll eat some snacks if that's included in the road trip.
And if Christy Brinkley's, you know, on the road, that
for
you're all
sure.
over it. I know you. All right. Hey, thank you.
Thank you
Always
so
good
much,
to see you again. The May issue of Arizona Highways Magazine. It is on newsstands right now. And of course, we have all the information on our website, sonoraliving.com.